Hello, I'm Scott Kirkland, Minister at Maxwell Mearns Castle Church, and I want to welcome you to the Newton Mearns area and probably the oldest residential building in Newton Mearns. The historians of the area tell us that these lands were owned by an old family, the Maxwell family, and that permission was given in 1449 to build this castle. It seems that Lord Maxwell feared the local inhabitants, so James II gave permission to build what is really a fortified keep. The original land would have had some kind of moat and some kind of ditch-like structure, and the doorway was on the first floor. Entrance was by a wooden staircase which was removed and placed when necessary. Despite the castle's modest size, it really does dominate the landscape. This width is about 45 feet, the breadth about 30, and the height about 50 feet. So in something like 1449, Maxwell had to go to what we believe was a 9-year-old King James II to get planning permission to build this castle and probably reassure them that the defences were to be local and not against the Crown. This is the first floor that we're on and the main hall in the castle. And this is probably where the Maxwell family and other owners would have entertained. It's a cold day today, but I think when this fire was roaring in its own day, it would have been a much warmer place and much more hospitable for any guests who came into this wonderful room. So this is the Great Hall. There is one upstairs. Let's go and investigate. So we're now on the top floor. We're about 45 feet high. This would be additional living space for the people of that time. There are great seats built into the windows for anyone who wants to take advantage of such wonderful views. The views are magnificent, but they offered great defence also, because with windows on each side, we've got 360 degrees and we can see all the countryside. You get an idea of the thickness of the walls. Up here, maybe about 8 feet. Down at the bottom, about 10 feet. Feels really safe. From Maxwell in 1449, the building has been used for many things. Sometimes it's been occupied, sometimes it's been derelict, even used for animals and local farm equipment. Perhaps most notably though, for the Covenanters in the 17th century, meeting here to worship and to hide away from Charles and his redcoats. There's been lots of uses since Maxwell's first intentions, not least our own congregational life here. There's a new building which is attached to this one, and it keeps the place alive.